A customer's truck rolls in. He says it just feels lazy. No codes, no warning lights, just a feeling.
But I can smell the problem from 10 feet away. Trust me when I say you can smell it.
According to the Automatic Transmission Rebuilders Association, nearly 40% of failures they analyze start with a fluid problem.
Not a bad gear or sensor. I've torn down hundreds of transmissions that began just like this.
We're going to follow the 10 clues that lead from a vague complaint to a $5,000 mistake.
And the number one clue is the one you can't see, but you can definitely feel.
Stay with me to the end, and I'll give you the 3 simple checks that stop this nightmare cold. Number 10, the phantom power loss. It always starts here. The engine feels sluggish, like it's dragging an anchor. It doesn't pull up hills the way it used to. Your first thought? Fuel system. Bad gas, maybe a clogged filter.
Here's the thing. A healthy transmission is invisible. The moment you feel a delay, a hesitation between your foot on the gas.
And the truck moving, it's not the engine. It's the transmission slipping internally. Inside, clutch packs are failing to lock up, turning your engine's power into useless heat before it ever reaches the wheels. You're feeling the symptom, but you're blaming
the wrong system. Service logs from AAMCO show this complaint precedes catastrophic failure in over half of all cases.
Checking your engine costs you nothing, but ignoring the real cause? That's a $200 diagnostic fee you skipped.
Which becomes a $3,000 rebuild down the road. If this feels harmless, just wait until the evidence starts showing up.
On paper. Ever felt that lazy pull and blamed the engine? Let me know the year and model below. Number 9. The gas station alibi. You search the glove box for clues. Tucked in the owner's manual is a receipt.
For a bottle of Injector super cleaner. Now the story gets clearer. The owner felt the lazy engine and reached for
a cheap fix. Here's the thing. That bottle isn't the cause. It's a symptom of misdiagnosis. It's proof the
driver was looking at the fuel system while the real damage was happening somewhere else entirely. That cleaner did its job.
But it didn't fix the hesitation because the problem was never in the engine. It's a $5 piece of paper.
That tells a $1,000 story about looking in the wrong place. That $30 bottle costs you a week of false hope.
Ignoring the still-present symptom for another month costs you a tow truck fee. Let it go too long and you're
looking at a new transmission. 3 weeks later, after that cleaner has run its course, the lazy feeling is still there.
And it's getting worse. Tap like if you've ever reached for a bottle to fix a ghost in the machine. Number 8. The scent of destruction. You pull the transmission dipstick. The fluid should be bright, translucent red, and smell like clean oil. This is dark brown, almost black, and the smell hits you. Not burnt toast, but more like burnt sugar.
Here's the thing. That sweet, acrid odor is the signature of phenolic resins in the clutch friction material breaking down under extreme heat.
Automatic transmission fluid, or ATF, lubricates and cools. When it turns dark and smells burnt, it's failing at both.
According to Valvoline's fluid analysis guides, this color and smell indicate severe oxidation. Instead of seeing clean Dexron 6 or Mercon V,
you're looking at a chemical soup. A simple fluid drain and fill might cost you $250. If you wait, you're looking at a $900 valve body replacement. Let it go, and the bill for a full rebuild
easily tops $3,000. Meanwhile, in hot climates like Arizona, techs tell me they smell this weekly. It's the smell of money burning.
Number 7. The computer's confession. You plug in a high-end scan tool and watch live data on a test drive. You're watching two values, commanded line pressure and actual line pressure. The Transmission Control Module, or TCM, is commanding maximum pressure. It's screaming for more hydraulic force. Here's the thing. The TCM is trying to compensate. It senses the clutches are slipping. So it jacks up the fluid pressure to clamp them down harder. But the shifts are still soft, still delayed.
It's like squeezing a wet bar of soap harder and harder. It still slips away. Independent shop data shows that by the time these adaptive pressure values are maxed out, internal clutch pack clearance is often double the factory spec.
You're watching a computer tell you it's fighting a losing battle. A software reflash is $150. A new solenoid pack is $700. Ignoring the computer's warning guarantees a $3,500 mechanical failure. Before you turn the key tomorrow, remember your car's computer knows what's wrong long before the check engine light does. Felt that 2-3 shift shudder? Tell me what car it was. Number 6. The sound of money grinding. Now, you listen. On a slight incline, under light throttle, do you hear a faint whine? A groan that sounds like a power steering pump running low on fluid? Or maybe you feel a slight shudder, a vibration that lasts for just a second as it shifts into overdrive. Here's the thing. That's the sound of your torque converter lockup clutch dying. It's chattering, slipping, and generating immense heat. That whine is the sound of fluid being forced past worn internal seals. It's a subtle noise, easily drowned out by the radio.
But it's the death rattle of the single most expensive component in your transmission. A new OEM torque converter can cost $800 for the part alone. Ignore it, and when it fails, it sends a shower of metal debris through the entire system. That's when the $800 part requires a $4,000 rebuild to clean up its mess.
If this sound feels minor, remember that sound is just energy, and that energy is your transmission eating itself alive. Listen for this on your next drive and hit like so you don't forget. Number 5. The magnet's grim report. Back in the shop, you drain the dark fluid and drop the transmission pan. Every pan has a magnet inside to catch normal metallic wear. A fine gray paste is normal. This is not normal. Here's the thing. What's on this magnet is a thick gray sludge filled with shiny flakes. It looks like metallic glitter paint.
That isn't just clutch dust. Those shiny particles are steel from bearings and planetary gear teeth. The gray paste is so thick.
It has the texture of pudding. You're looking at the ground-up guts of the transmission. This is undeniable proof of hard part contact.
Seeing this turns a potential $900 valve body job into a guaranteed $2,000 bench rebuild. Wait any longer and the damage cascades.
To the case itself, pushing the bill past $4,000. 3 weeks later, that little shudder has become a violent bang.
Every time it shifts into gear. Have you ever seen this gray sludge on your own pan magnet? Tell me what you found.
Number 4. The filter's autopsy. You take the old transmission filter and clamp it in a vise. You cut it open. Inside the pleated filter media, you find the next clue. It's not just metal shavings. You see black, fibrous material packed
into the pleats. Here's the thing, that black stuff is the friction lining from the clutch packs. It's supposed to
be bonded to the steel clutch plates. Instead, it's been shredded off by heat and slippage, and now it's clogging. The filter, like cholesterol in an artery. When the filter clogs, fluid pressure drops. The remaining clutches start slipping even worse,
creating a chain reaction of destruction. This is the point of no return. According to service bulletins like GM's 16NA019,
a restricted filter is a primary cause of repeat failures after a rebuild. This discovery turns a simple rebuild into a full replacement with a new cooler and flushed lines, pushing the bill towards $3,500. Meanwhile, in the next state over,
another driver is feeling that same lazy hesitation, completely unaware their transmission is suffocating. This next clue blows the case wide open.
Subscribe so you don't miss it. Number 3. The lab report's verdict. You sent a sample of that dark, burnt fluid to a lab like Blackstone Laboratories. A week later, the report comes back. And there it is, in black and white. Sodium, 800 parts per million.
Potassium, 750 parts per million. The universal average is less than 10. Here's the thing, that isn't from the transmission.
That's coolant. That's ethylene glycol. The report confirms a severe coolant leak into the transmission fluid. This is the smoking gun. Coolant chemically destroys the friction modifiers in ATF, turning a slippery protective fluid into a watery, abrasive sludge that eats clutches alive.
The clutches slip, generating massive heat, which burns the fluid. That's your burnt sugar smell. It was never the engine.
It was a tiny crack in the transmission cooler inside the radiator, poisoning the entire system. A coolant flush is $150. A new radiator is $600. A poisoned transmission is a $5,000 catastrophe. Before you turn the key tomorrow,
think about the two fluids in your car that must never, ever mix.
Number 2, the pressure drop. Now you have to prove it. You have the lab report. You need the physical evidence. You connect a pressure tester to the radiator and pump it up to 16 psi. You wait. The needle on the gauge should stay perfectly still.
It doesn't. It slowly, almost imperceptibly drops. Here's the thing, that pressure is going somewhere.
It's seeping through a microscopic crack in the radiator's internal transmission cooler and directly into the transmission.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has thousands of complaints for this, like ID 11254338 on a Nissan Pathfinder,
where owners describe the transmission failing without any warning. This is the infamous strawberry milkshake failure. Coolant turns red ATF into a pink frothy mess that provides zero lubrication. This test confirms the source of the poison.
The radiator replacement is $600, but because it was ignored, the transmission is now scrap.
The bill just jumped to $5,000, minimum. If you think that's the end of the line, you haven't seen inside the brain. Number 1. The brain is glued shut. With the transmission on the bench, you pull the valve body.
This is the hydraulic brain, a maze of passages, springs, and solenoids. You split the halves apart, and you see the true damage.
Here's the thing. The passages are coated in a sticky brown varnish. The solenoid screens are clogged with black clutch debris.
The check balls are glued into their bores. The glycol from the coolant has turned the ATF into a thick sludge.
The valve body can't move freely. It can't direct pressure correctly. This is why the shifts were soft, even when the computer screamed for max pressure.
It's like trying to think with a concussion. The brain is damaged.
I saw this on a low-mileage Tundra, where the owner swore the fluid was fine. But a tiny cooler leak had turned the valve body to glue.
This is catastrophic failure. There is no repair. You need a full replacement.
The final bill, with a new radiator, cooler, and labor, is over $5,000.
And it all started because the truck just felt a little lazy. Stay right there.
We found the killer. Now I'm giving you the 3-step plan to make sure this never happens to you.
That lazy feeling wasn't a fuel problem. The real killer was a tiny leak. A slow poison that started in the cooling system.
First, the ultimate prevention. An external transmission cooler. For about $300, you can install a separate air-cooled unit that bypasses the radiator's internal cooler completely.
This physically separates the coolant from the transmission fluid. The chance of cross-contamination drops to 0.
It's the single best piece of insurance you can buy for your automatic transmission, especially if you tow or live in a hot climate.
Second, your 5-minute inspection. Once a month, check your fluids when the engine is cold. Pull the transmission dipstick.
Is the fluid still pink or red? Good. Now open your coolant overflow tank. Is the coolant bright green, orange, or pink?
Does it look clean? If you see any muddy, milky, or sludgy residue in either system, that is your first and only warning.
You can catch it when it's a $600 radiator replacement, not a $5,000 transmission job. Third, use the right fluid, not a universal or multi-vehicle fluid. Use the exact specification in your owner's manual. Whether it's Mercon LV, ATF Plus 4, or Toyota WS. These fluids have specific friction modifiers designed for your transmission's clutches and software. Using the wrong one can cause the same symptoms: shudder, slippage, and overheating, all on its own. It's the cheapest, easiest way to protect your investment.
Now that you know how a hidden coolant leak silently destroys a transmission, the next critical step is understanding the cooling system itself. Watch our deep dive on the 5 signs of a failing water pump so you can stop the next domino from falling.